how to lose $3,414.50 on Fiverr. You're about to find out. Is this a bird? No. Is this a plane? No. This is Dr. Niki making another SEO video. Those videos make you real good, huh? When you see others fail. Or maybe the reason you're watching this video is because you are wondering if Web 2.0 backlinks or PBNs work. And let me tell you right now, yes and no. Man, you gotta be kidding me. I went on this video to learn if they work. And what you're saying makes no sense. Well, it does make sense. Let me ask you this question. You like cookies, don't you? Oh yeah, they're pretty, this one is pretty nice. Okay. This cookie might be nice. Would you still like it if the quality was lower? Or worst case scenario, if I stepped over it? What point are you making? That's a dumb example. The origin, circumstances, quality of a backlink matters. And I'll get my good old friend Buddy to tell you what a backlink is. Backlink is a link from another website linking to a page from your website. Thank you. That's what a backlink is. How does it normally affect your website? 8-9 years ago, the first job I got was actually making backlinks. Commenting when I was 11th grade or so, or 10th grade at that time, I was making backlinks on different websites referring different niche shops. At that time, Google was rewarding that behavior and even rewarded behavior of spamming links with synonymously automatically generated articles with synonyms. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't know it. You don't really need to know it, but it's basically spamming. It was rewarding it. You had a good page rank in Google and you would get a lot of organic traffic. But obviously, Google got smarter, and hopefully you did too. And if my audience is a bunch of 9-year-olds, I'm sorry, but you weren't born. But what I'm saying will make sense. When we say that Google became smarter, what we actually meant was that Google's algorithm that determined where your website will rank became smarter. And actually, not only it stopped rewarding this behavior, but it actually penalized spammy behavior and some links. So let me show you a test I did and it cost $3,440.50 on Fiverr plus Upwork. And I bought a bunch, like over 70 different orders. I even hired a full-time SEO guy from Pakistan for a few months to work for me. And also I tried another that I didn't include them because they're paid in crypto and you wouldn't really believe. I have no actual invoice to prove I paid for PBNs, but it's another $600-ish, so I actually lost around $4,000 doing it. But the value that you can get is insane. So when I'm losing money, the good thing is that you won't if you try to learn from my mistakes. The definition of insanity: doing the same mistake and expecting a different result. So don't do my mistake, but obviously do your own due diligence, because this is no financial advice and this is no medical advice. As you can see here, these are some of the orders from my Fiverr account. The Fiverr account I used for a bunch of things. On the top I had some work done for my compilation channels, but after that you can see some orders and I tried to calculate them, as you can see here, and I might have missed some or added an extra one, but I don't think a 20 bucks plus or minus matters. This is from Fiverr and I'm trying to calculate those, and in the end they are nearly $2,000 from Fiverr. Okay. So now let me show you the ones I did on Upwork, hiring freelancers full-time or part-time to build links for me. And I tried a bunch of them. So this is a total of $3,414.50. So did it affect my rankings? Yes, I got a lot of authority on Ahrefs and I was pretty happy about it. From 8 I got to 38 on one of my websites. But was it helpful? No, it was not. It didn't help me at all. It even penalized and is still penalizing some of my links, and I actually gotta remove a lot of the backlinks that were made for me. What I found out was a lot of the guys that I bought on Fiverr from were actually using software that spammed links, and they kept giving me the same Excel sheets with the same formats of links, but even the ones they didn't still spam links all over the place. Like on Upwork, you can actually see the screen of your employee if you have the premium version, and I have a link for Upwork in the description, and for Fiverr obviously. But what I wanted to say was it went horribly wrong. But we said that building links is good and bad at the same time. Why? It's bad if you have bad links, but it's good if you have good links. What are good links? Good links are links from authority, for example, news articles linking about you, paying someone to write something for you. For example, if you can get a Wikipedia link to you, or some very high domain authority links linking back to your website. Okay, but I'm on that. I want to grind hard, and you're on that grind and you want to do something because you have a lot of time to invest in your website and you just don't know what to do. You feel powerless. You want to do something to get more organic traffic, but if you can't spam spammy links and you can't overspend on backlinks, by hiring someone else, what you supposed to do then? Well, I'll tell you what Google and everyone else needs you to do. How to make more money? The simple answer is solve a problem. You want to make more money? Solve a bigger problem. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you make. This is how it works. Normally, if your website, the backlinks linking to you are spammy, weird articles from weird websites that have a bunch of outbound links to so many different websites, so many niches, how do you expect to solve a problem? You're not solving any problem. You're trying to trick the algorithm, and the algorithm will penalize you. So if you want to do something useful with your time, what you can do is check some of my other videos, which I'll have on my channel about SEO. They'll tell you that one of the good things you can do is write good content. 2,000-3,000 words, 5,000 words, depending on your competition. First, you gotta research the competition. You can check a video in the cards above, which shows you a tool on how to do that. If you're actually doing YouTube and you want to do YouTube SEO, I have a link for that in the description down below. But what YouTube wants you to do is quality content that leads to higher retention, which means a user spend more time on your website, or if it's YouTube SEO on their platform, which obviously means a user is enjoying the content. And this is where the video broke. Niki from the future had to take over. So let's roll that again. Obviously means a user is enjoying the content, and Google will put the video out in front of more eyeballs. If you're following me on Instagram, you probably know that we've got a website being made. And the reason for that is I want to keep things organized. There's a lot of you guys that ask me some question, or some people asking for sponsorship, and it's just not working the way it planned. For example, if there's a person asking a question, chances are more people have that question. So an organized way to keep track of questions and answers will provide value to everyone asking questions, because they can just get the answer to questions they didn't even ask. If you have a question and want to be shouted out, please tell me how this video helped you or what I need changed in this video. Here is a question from Gogo High, which is not actually a question, and he says, Niki, you've put on a few pounds. Listen guys, I don't really know how to get rid of pounds. If any of you guys know how to get rid of pounds, please comment in the comment section down below. I only want dollars or euros. Why would I have pounds? I want to get rid of pounds. See? By the way, I will never ask you for money. If anyone's asking you for money on any social media, it's not me, it's someone impersonating me. Please do not trust them, do not give them your money. But you know guys, a video will never be over until what's said has to be said. Is this even a valid statement? I don't know. But what I know is, a video a day keeps the doctor away.